I knew about RHUMART in 1985. And around this time of the year, I slid. And 3-4 days later, it's as if my leg had shrink, and I had a lot of pain in my back, and it went all the way through my leg, and my knee started to swell, and I had pain all day, all night. I went to the chiropractor, and he couldn't help my knee. So one of my friends, who is a specialist in rheumatology, he took water from my knee with a syringe, and I said, what can you do for me? He said, I can't do much for you. I had all kinds of x-rays and arthroscopy. He said, you don't have any arthritis, you don't have any rheumatism in your knee. I said, what's wrong with my knee? He said, I don't know. I was quite disappointed because I knew him quite well, and he's a specialist, and he's got a lot of diplomas. And we go there, and we always imagine that he can solve our problems. And when I came out of there with nothing at all, no improvement, he said, the only thing I can give you is physiotherapy. He said, you're going to put a pound on each foot, and you're going to balance your leg. How long? As long as you don't improve. I said, look, I'm working. I can't do that. I haven't got time for that. So at that time, I opened the newspaper, and I saw the advertisement from Dr. Drolet, and I called and I said, do you think this will help me? Well, he said, come and try. So I took 20 treatments, and it was all over. I never felt anything since 1985. And it was really cured completely. And in 1989, I bought the machine, and I said I'm going to continue, because I knew that this machine was good. So I bought it for the family, and in August, I received a call from my son at Laval University, and he said, Dad, I think I have a stone on my kidney. So I didn't know what it was all about. I never knew what a stone on a kidney could do. So I brought him to hospital in Quebec. He was crying, and he was vomiting, and he was in pain. And at the hospital, they couldn't do anything for this stone to go through and exit. So I was told to do this and that. And finally, I brought him to my home, and I used the machine on him. And 4 days after, the stone was out. Another of my friend was going up a hill in Quebec City, and he strained his ankle, and he had ligaments, torn ligaments. He went to the hospital. They put bandage around his leg. They gave him crutches, and they said it's going to cure slowly. So I brought him home, and I started giving him treatment. This happened on Wednesday, and I started his treatment. And on Monday, he went to continue working on his house. He was painting a house, and he was feeling much better. For me, RHUMART is a machine that I use everywhere. I bring it to Florida. I burnt myself with boiling sauce. I took my machine and I used it, and after a few minutes the burnt was gone, and it didn't do any mark. And if you want to look, I have a little scar, but not much. So that RHUMART machine is the best thing that can happen to you. And I can tell you that personally myself, if I had to lose something, I would rather lose my house than lose my RHUMART machine. Good evening, thank you.